Yo, people, what's going on? It's the Kitty G on EGTV, and we're back again with another video. And I'm not going to lie to you, today is not a good day. Today is not a good day, ladies and gentlemen. We just found out Tottenham Hotspur have beaten Arsenal to the signing of Bissouma. I'm not going to lie to you guys. We were linked to Bissouma. It wasn't the strongest links. It wasn't the craziest of links. It was even Fabrizio Romano himself had said on numerous occasions that Arsenal were linked to Bissouma. But the fact is, Bissouma to Tottenham is pretty much confirmed. Everyone and their nan is talking about it today. If you guys haven't seen it, he's set for a medical at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium in the coming days. Now, Bissouma have been heavily linked to us, but I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I am pissed off. I am pissed off. I've been yelling and screaming on my TikTok today. I've been in Twitter spaces trying to explain to people, oh, you're never really in for him. But I am fuming. I am fuming. Now, this is utter negligence. This is utter negligence from the club on numerous occasions. On numerous occasions, we've said this. Now, bro, I'm just gonna mute your mic, bro, because this is ridiculous. I don't know why it's I'm hearing myself, but I'm gonna tell you guys this. Bissouma is available for 40 million pounds, they said a couple weeks ago. 5 days ago, Fabrizio Romano reported that Bissouma is available for 35 million pounds. Not only did they get Bissouma, they got him for 10 million cheaper, okay? Not only did they beat us to Bissouma, we were linked to Bissouma for 3 years. Mikel Arteta clearly does not prioritize the signing of Bissouma. I, as a fan, would love the signing of Bissouma. Us as a fan base would love the signing of a Bissouma, but it just clearly looks like Tielemans is the target that the club wants. Tielemans is the guy that they want. Tielemans is the one that they want to sign over at the Emirates. Tielemans is the one that Mikel Arteta wants. It clearly shows that Arteta wants Tielemans, and he wants a profile player of Tielemans' ilking. In my opinion, if we would have had a Tielemans already done and dusted, we could then maybe get a Bissouma on a discount. Think about it. Bissouma cost the same amount of money as Lokonga did last season. Now you tell me who's the better player. We clearly know. Now, I am usually the most optimistic person or looking at things with the glass half full. I'm going to tell you this. I'm not going to freak out about the fact that we haven't made signings. I'm not going to freak out about that yet. We still have 24 days to get some deals done, and we better get some deals done, or else then I'm going to have a royal meltdown. Right now, I'm calm. This is me calm. This is me calm. I'm calm. I'm chilling. The reason why I'm chilling, I see stuff like this. This is what I see on the socials. This is what I see all over socials. And this is a reliable journalist here, Fabrizio Romano. Very reliable journalist, ladies and gentlemen. What does he say? Bissouma, Arsenal have been following Bissouma for months. He was available for 35 to 40 million, but the priority was Tielemans. Tielemans was the priority. Tielemans was the priority at all times. We never wanted Bissouma. We never wanted Bissouma. We were never in for Bissouma like that. Unfortunately, the fan base was heavily interested in him. I was heavily interested in him. But we never really took our money and said, here you go, money's on the table, let's get a Bissouma. That was the thing. Also, Bissouma going for 25 million pounds, that is a bargain. That is a bargain. Look at this price, guys, one more time. 25 million. That is a bargain. I'm personally gutted that we didn't get him. I am personally upset that we didn't get Bissouma. I am personally shocked that Arsenal didn't go for Bissouma. And this is a guy who was twerking for us. He was twerking for us. Do you guys forget? Bissouma was twerking for us just a couple days ago. Do you remember that? Do you remember he posted something on his Instagram where he was like, Bissouma's Instagram, this is that. Where is it? Let me find it. Bissouma twerking for Arsenal. I swear, I remember seeing Instagram.
Yeah, because he was reposting, like, people like saying, so it was another Instagram account posting on their story about Bissouma and he should go to Arsenal.
You guys remember this?
Bissouma? Yeah.
You remember this?
Yeah.
No, that's Gabriel. What am I doing? That's Gabriel. But yeah, I can't. I don't trust Twitter to just scroll while we're live. So let me just find it. Here we go. I found it. Here it is. Yo, bro. Could you just keep yourself muted, bro? There's too much noise in the background. But yeah, here we go. What player who's employed by another team says reposts Instagram story about how he would fit in perfectly at Arsenal. He was twerking for us, and we still couldn't get it done. Honestly, I love this team, but what they're doing to us as a fan base, they're putting us. These journalists are doing their job. If journalists are doing their job, because they had me believing Bissouma was actually in Arsenal were interested in Bissouma. They had me believing we actually wanted this guy. They had me believing that we were going to sign Bissouma, but we never really were in for him. Now people are talking about the court case. Let me just explain something to you guys quickly. The court case, this is what's going on with the current court case situation. I've heard from certain people that his court case, Tottenham only have to ask for full transparency on everything legally that's going on. So he has handed over all the paperwork and everything, full transparency with the club on what the ongoing situation with the case is. Then once they see all the information, they take it to their lawyers, and from there they say to themselves what is and what could possibly happen. And if they feel like with the evidence that's been given to them from the lawyers of Bissouma, then they go ahead and do the deal. So right now, the only reason why they're doing the deal is based off the judgment of their legal team. The Tottenham Hotspur legal team have looked at Bissouma's case. And also, if you don't know, Bissouma's case has been going on since November last year or something like that. And this was an alleged situation in a where he got arrested in a party or in a club in Brighton, and the ongoing case is still going on. The legal battle is happening right now. But Spurs have now signed him. They've now signed Spence. They've now signed Fraser Foster. They've now signed Perisic. They've now signed all these guys. Arsenal have signed one player. It's Marquinhos. Who the hell's that? Wallahi, I don't know what to say, guys. I honestly don't know what to say. This is me calm. I'm actually not losing my shit. I'm actually calm. I'm just so shocked by what's going on. But I'm going to go to you, Tereak. Tell me what you're saying, bro.
Do you know what? I'm calmer than yourself and a lot of Arsenal fans and a lot of people in the chat right now. And my main reason for that is, look, when it comes, Igal, and for our fellow Arsenal fans, yes, we have wanted Bissouma. We know the qualities that he possesses, and we know he would be a match made in heaven in terms of being a Partey replacement, and in some games, in how we would want to play if we want to have a bit more defensive stability, he would be perfect. But in how Arteta is trying to build this team right now, he wants one single pivot right there in Thomas Partey. And nobody in this chat right now, no other Arsenal fan can tell me for sure that Bissouma is a better player than Thomas Partey. So Bissouma would then have to be, this is going into hypotheticals here. He'd have to be reluctant to be a backup or a rotation player for a Thomas Partey, or at best, that's what I think it could happen because of how Arteta is building this team. As Alistair says in the chat, we didn't want him, so we need to chill. We wanted him as fans, but as the club, they're going in a different direction. And it's clear to see through Yuri Tielemans, he's a different player. He's not the same player to Bissouma. He's more creative. He's got more goals to his game, progressive passes into the final area. That's what we're looking at. And yes, I see people in the chat also saying that Partey is injury prone. And this is why Arsenal invested 20 million or so in Sambi Lokonga. And we know Sambi Lokonga last season was not yet ready. But this season, we may see a different player who's willing to step up and improve in his game. Young players, they're like ducks to water. They sometimes flounder a little bit, but they pick up things quickly. We need to remember these things, people. What was Bissouma doing when he was Sambi Lokonga's age? Can you remember where he was at? Can anyone remember?
Was he at Lille?
I think so. He may have been at Lille. We weren't interested in him then as fans. I can tell you that for sure. So we need to chill. I understand a lot of the frustration from the fan bases because we're seeing other people make their moves and we're still here. We signed one player in Marquinhos who's not a first team player in terms of the upgrade. So that's what we need to... I understand that frustration, but give it time. If that frustration is still, and we haven't signed anyone, as Igal said, in 24 days' time, which is what is at this when we're coming into July. In the middle of July, pre-season's already well underway, and we're not signing anyone. Then it's time to start saying, all right, Arsenal, now it's time we need to start like trying to do deals. The frustration will continue to grow. But now, whilst we're still early on, this is very reminiscent of when Buendia signed for Aston Villa for me. I remember that. And when Buendia went to Aston Villa, we let go. We're going to finish below Aston Villa now. We're finished. Aston Villa, they got more ambition than us. What happened, people?
Facts. Just before we go any further, my question to the people in the chat, do you guys think this is a yes or no question? My question is, should we be worried about Bissouma when we're getting Tielemans? Is that a yes or no question? What do you guys think? I'm asking you guys.
What was this? Well,
should we be worried about Bissouma when bringing in Tielemans? Do you think that's a yes or no question, or there's more nuance to that? Obviously,
there's more layers to that.
Worried, yes, we can be worried from Spurs because that's an upgrade in their midfield, and that's getting them to compete with a lot of midfields in the Premier League. You see, and then especially the way that Conte plays, where he needs his midfielders to be mobile.
I'm gonna make it 3-part question. I'm gonna say, are you worried about? Should we be worried about Bissouma when we're bringing in Tielemans? I'm gonna say yes, no, or yes, maybe. That's fair, right? Okay, go ahead, Em. What are you saying? Because Em is gonna.
Now, my people. I wasn't angry or frustrated until I started to hear Tereak talk. I was okay. Bro. I was just about all right. But Tereak, do you know why you have annoyed me? Why? This is why you annoyed me, because I was hearing it, I was taking it all in. Then when you said we went to spend 20 million on a guy called Sambi Lokonga, and that's something that's supposed to make me feel calm. When I hear Lokonga's name, I just shake like this now, because I believe what Arteta did to Lokonga I blame Arteta for Lokonga last season, because I believe he wasn't protected in the way he should have been. Like in certain games that he shouldn't have been playing in, like those 3 back-to-back losses that we had, Lokonga shouldn't have been starting those games anyway. So I believe his confidence has been hit massively. So I believe before he comes back into our setup again, he needs like a half a season loan or a full season loan, personally. But the reason why I'm annoyed about missing out on someone like Bissouma, because Igal mentioned it earlier, he was twerking for us. He can play as an 8 and a 6. There's going to be certain teams that usually try and bully us that we can play Partey and Bissouma in the pivot, where we're not going to get bullied. Other games we can play Partey and Tielemans, but also we know Partey's injury record. Since he's now eating fish and chips instead of pounded yam and fufu the Ghana way, he's been getting a lot of injuries, right? So having that cover for Partey is also very key. And if we really want to challenge and break in, our mates are buying Nunes and Haaland. We were buying Marquinhos, bro. Where I've got to still ask people, do you know anything about this guy?
Don't do that to me, bro.
But yo,
the guy's proven already.
Let me just stop you guys there. People in the chat. We got Leicester fans in the chat making fun of us. We got Tommy losing his shit. We got Cointoss in the house. We got Cointoss in the house trolling me, saying, Igal, you said Tottenham were in the decline. They were. Then Antonio Conte came in and said, let's win now. Fuck the long-term contract, because we're trying to do a long-term thing. Tottenham are trying to do a quick fix, win everything now. That's what they're doing. They went, forget about the rebuild, forget about everything. Let's just try to have as much longevity with Kane and Son. And you know what we're doing? We're trying to go, 4 years down the road, 3 years down the road, we're going to look good. But Tottenham said, fuck all that. We're going to buy Perisic, we're going to buy this guy, we're going to buy a backup goalkeeper that's 50 years old, we're going to buy this guy, that guy, and this. And
do you know what? Respect to Tottenham in that way, because we never did that, and that's where we got to have our blame and our anger towards our ownership, because when we had our world-class players, Alexis Sanchez, Santi Cazorla, those likes of, we didn't build around them to win. Now we didn't give them the right platform to go forward when we needed a player like a Thomas Partey when we needed a Bissouma like then. The difference with what I have with now, my brother, is basically with the direction that this club are going in, and in Sambi Lokonga, and the age profiles in the difference between a Sambi Lokonga and a Thomas Partey, is that when Thomas Partey is entering his prime, he's in his prime now, his final years of his prime, who's just about entering into their 24s, 25s, that's our Sambi Lokonga. And that's when he will be ready in that midfield to take over from there.
But
this is what upsets me. This is what upsets me. This was the last time we wore a kit in the Champions League, guys. This was the last kit. This was the last kit we wore in the Champions League.
Why are you doing that to me, Gabriel?
Wallahi, I am actually frustrated. I am so frustrated. But you know what frustrates me even more? We're having the conversation about the wrong thing. We're constantly having the wrong conversations. We're having a conversation about Mikel Arteta. We're having a conversation about Edu. You want to know something? The Daniel Levy and Tottenham board did something they haven't done in a long time. They said, you know what? We're going to move away from taking control and doing stuff. We're going to give it to the right people. We're going to bring football people in charge. What do? They bring Paratici in. Paratici comes in. There is no Kulusevski. There is no
there's no Conte.
There's no Conte. And then now, what are they doing? They're going double down. They went and got money. This Tottenham has the Arsenal fan base rattled. I am not going to lie. They have the whole Arsenal fan base rattled.
And rightly so right now, because we're actually a shambles in how we're doing business. In terms of why are we always waiting for everyone else to do work before we get busy? Like, I know what's going to happen. We're going to get to the last week of the window, and then we're going to do a couple of back-to-back signings to appease the fans. It's not going to be exactly what we want, but they're going to just do that, rush them in at the end. When we're missing out on constant no-brainers, bro. Guys with Premier League experience for 25 million to slot right in there, bro. Come on, man.
But listen,
look at this comment right here. Look at this comment right here. So you guys know Terry. Terry's my guy. But I don't know if I needed to see it from Fabrizio Romano before I say, you know, it's a done deal. Because, you know, I have a lot of respect for Terry, but I don't know if him saying it's on is as good as saying they're interested. That doesn't mean it's going to happen. You know what I mean?
No,
we was interested in Bissouma.
There are a lot of reports saying that it's more or less done. Apparently, the medical to be done on Thursday. It's not completed. Bissouma's not completed. Don't get it twisted.
No, bro.
No, not Bissouma. No. Jesus is on that.
Oh, is it completed? Yeah.
It's done. Like it.
Well, they've announced everything. Yeah.
Wrapped up, delivered. 45 million agreed by Brighton. Tottenham submitted the bid. They've also had the medical booked. It's done. The Bissouma's a Tottenham player now.
What Igal's talking about is Gabriel Jesus.
Oh,
you see,
look, I wouldn't be surprised if a club's doing business quicker than we are. It doesn't surprise me, bro.
25 million, by the way. Bro, they negotiated the 35 million pound that they offered us. They offered the player to us for 35 million. Tottenham came in and negotiated down 10 million and took him.
But yet we should be excited about the negotiators at our club, Tereak.
Bro, no. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't think Tyreek or me have ever defended Edu.
I haven't. Yeah.
But my thing is, it's not only Edu. Bro, why haven't the people in charge noticed Edu's incompetent?
Thank you.
Bro, look, if you look at the Cronkies and the way they run their sports franchises, they hire people to run it and let them run it as they please. That's their model, isn't it? So at the end of the day, Edu's got a massive opportunity. He's somehow blagged his way into being at a club like Arsenal because he's some fake legend. And he's got zero experience at that job. But yet, we're still keeping him in the job. At the end of the day, do your job, bro. Like, if you're going to bring Brazilians, bring us the Raphinhas, the Alans or whatever. Don't bring us these...
Oh, yo, bro. You want to hear something about Raphinha? Guess what? Right. Every motherfucker we're linked to, Tottenham are now linked to them too. Tottenham are linked to every player we're linked to. I swear to God, I am not making this up.
They're trolling us, bro.
I tell you that I seen a report right now saying that Raphinha to Tottenham might actually happen from the Athletic. From the Athletic.
Bro, they're trolling us now. That's how bad it is. Everyone they hear we're linked with, you know what? let's test this Tottenham Arsenal thing and let's go and bid for him and see what I'm going. Seems like that right now.
Listen, no, interest in football doesn't mean much, people. Interest doesn't mean much. It just means that they're on a short list potentially of players that you'll sign. That doesn't mean that you're going to go in and sign them.
Harry, what would we do without you? My head's gone.
I'm bringing balance. I ain't no diluted. These things. I'm leveling it out because I understand.
Signed, Tereak. He's signed.
Guys, look at this.
He's signed.
Bro, he's giving up. John,
bro,
most positive guy. We're turning him into maniacs. Oh my god.
It's the 14th of June.
Sean, the man who said we were going to beat Man City 4-0, he has given up.
See, I wouldn't say that. But this is what I'm trying to say to you now. Listen, yeah. There's players out there in the market that you can't. Of course, we've missed out on a good deal right here. I feel it. I like Bissouma. I love watching him play. How he drives with the ball, interceptions. He's kind of a little bit like a Kante, as you said. He can play in the 6 and he can play in the 8. But in how Arteta is building his team, we're not building to be a counter-attacking team. And at that top level, you can't listen. If you look at the stats, and I'm saying stats, I'm saying I don't mind if Tottenham fans call me that, but listen, if you look at the stats when we're talking about progressive passes from Bissouma, he's not there, bro. Progressive dribbles, he's there, but progressive passes. When we're talking about a defensive midfielder who's going to be at the base in a possession dominant side, because we are a possession dominant side, Spurs certainly aren't a possession dominant side. They're not. That's not how they play. That's why I'm worried as an Arsenal fan looking at Spurs, because that solidifies how they play, but it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to make us better if we sign Bissouma. You know when we say horses for courses?
Are you worried? Are you worried?
I'm worried that Tottenham are yes, that fits Tottenham's style and the players that they have in their mold much better. That's what I'm worried about.
By the way, Brandon, I have sent you the link. This is a closed show, but I can bring you on because, of course, you're gonna have your camera on.
It's before I let you go. Is just like I would say this right now. Nicola Pepe would be a better fit for Tottenham than he would for Arsenal because they play in a much more counter-attacking style of play than we do as a ball-dominant side.
Clinical finishers next to them.
Exactly.
No, I the Pepe one. I'm gonna say he should have gone to like a Leicester or a Newcastle before he came to a big club. In general,
counter-attacking style.
Let's just read this. Let's just read this. Oracle, big up to my Canadian brother coming in with the super chat. Guys, don't forget to hit that like button on the video right now. Come on, guys, make my day a little bit better. It can't get any worse, can it? Surely.
Let me answer this comment after, by the way.
You want to read it and answer it? Go ahead.
All right. I'm not bothered by who Tottenham FC signs, as we have our own issues. I've been saying every year that AFC stands for Arsenal Fashion Club. I bet we released all 3 kits before signings are announced. And he's right. We probably will. And to combat this news, we'll come out with some snazzy new kits or new training tops. And then we'll be linked with Nkuku and this boy and that guy and that guy. But then when it comes to actually getting the job done, getting business to happen, we're nowhere to be seen. Tereak said something about this reminds me of the Buendia situation. To be honest, this reminds me of the Kante versus Xhaka situation, where we had the opportunity to sign Kante and we went to sign Xhaka. My issue is not necessarily missing out on Bissouma, Tereak. It's about missing out on Bissouma and then bringing someone in that's not as good as Bissouma. And that's such an Arsenal-like thing to do.
But you don't think Tielemans is a good footballer, as good as Bissouma? They're different players, though.
Yeah, exactly. And I think we need both of them. I don't think we need either or.
I hear that. I have time for that argument. Is that we need both, because I do feel in a way that we do need someone who can give us what Thomas Partey does with that when he's not playing in that mode. But I also see what Arsenal see, and that's the potential in Sambi Lokonga with his progressive passes. Do you remember? Remember at the start of the season when I was trying to tell people to calm down on Sambi Lokonga at the start of the season when he was looking all right against Brentford and moving the ball forward. Oh, we saw a real gem. No. This brother's young. He's young he's not even played 3 seasons at the top level.
Bro,
3 seasons.
and you're right, Tereak. I tell you what, if we had signed Bissouma last summer, I guarantee you, Lukonga would be a better player this coming into this season because he wouldn't have been risked at those times where we didn't need to risk him. I think Arteta's messed with his confidence. I don't think he's a bad player, Tereak, but I just think he needs redeveloping before we trust in him again.
Yeah. Bissouma's a better player today, but you can't say that in terms of how we're trying to build. When we say about Thomas Partey's injury prone, why are we taking the blame on that? Why are we blaming the club for that? Why aren't we looking at the player who we signed who had no injuries at all, who was reliable, playing week in, week out for Diego Simeone, and then he comes and his body breaks down? Oh, it's Arsenal's fault now. Is it?
But it's not really about whose fault it is. How, regardless whose fault it is, how do we fix it when he's not around, bro? That's my issue. Regardless whose fault it is, when he's not playing, we look exposed. I can't be relying on Moyo and Nenny for more than 2 games at a time.
Okay, let me ask you guys this. Bissouma comes in. Who does he replace? Lukonga, right? Or El Neni? Because I think even if a Bissouma came in, you still keep both or at least one of them.
He would be ahead of Lukonga in the pecking order, and that would mean you'd have to loan Lukonga out. And then if Lukonga went out on loan and banged, what are you meant to do then? Tell me. You got 3 players in that same position in one area.
Let me break it down. So Lukonga goes away for a season, smashes it. Then we just get rid of Xhaka that summer and bring Lukonga back, bro.
No.
Lukonga can play as a 6 and an 8, though. That's the thing. He can do both because he has a variety to his game.
But you can clearly see Arsenal see him as a 6 in how we played him, right?
Okay,
and
guys.
I guess.
Let's just look at this Raphinha thing. Are we now worried that we're going to lose all our targets to Tottenham? Because I get that they have Champions League football, but surely we cannot lose all of our targets to them.
It's a possibility, bro. I'm not saying it will happen, but it's a possibility because of how we're going about our business. Like, we've known about Jesus since probably, February? And we still haven't announced him. Like, what are we waiting for?
Look, this comment came in about Raphinha. Conte tells Spurs to get Raphinha.
No, but for Raphinha, do you know what? The only thing that helps us when it comes to these attacking options is Spurs front, like Kane and Son are always going to play if they're fit. So any player coming to Tottenham, like Jesus, has got to think, am I ready to play third wheel again like I've been doing at City? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, that's one thing that protects us. Raphinha, I'm going to leave Leeds, where I was the main man, to be like fighting with Kulusevski. Like, I don't know, man. It's a techie one, bro. It's a techie one.
And this is it. Like, Raphinha, once again, another player that I would like at Arsenal. I would love him to play at the Arsenal as well. But once again, does he, in terms of how we're trying to build, does he start over Saka every week?
No.
That's what I'm saying.
He can start over Martinelli, though.
On the left.
Okay. I'm going to ask you guys. I'm going to ask everyone in the comment section. When do we start to worry about next season? Because I am worried that we might get. I am worried that our transfer window might not be as good as I expected it to be.
We got to look.
I'll tell you where we should worry. Honestly, we should worry when Tottenham announce Gabriel Jesus as their striker. If that happens, that's where we should really be in panic mode.
As fans, we're panicking right now.
That won't happen.
But as fans, we're panicking right now. And I understand, because this is football. We love football for the emotion. So when we're seeing Spurs leveling up and looking like they're trying to increase their level whilst we haven't moved forward from last season at all yet, I understand that frustration. But looking at it in a business and a football club sense, in how we're trying to move in a model and direction, you can't just rip it out the window because of a next man. Because of what a next man doing. If you look at your house and think, right, I need to get this done because that house over the road needs fixing.
Tarek, you know what? You're predominantly right, and someone in the comment section mentioned it as well. But the only issue I have with the Tottenham thing is because they're signing players that are linked to us. That's the only reason I'm worried about it. It's not because I care what they're doing in terms of the Perisic's and the Fraser Frosters.
But
I'm nervous that they're getting Bissouma.
But from
Conte's pull,
of course it is.
Because it's not Tottenham's pull. It's
No,
Conte, right?
And Champions League, bro, and London. It was 3 pulls:
listen.
London, Champions League, and Conte. That's 3 massive
and
pulls,
Premier League as well.
Premier
Don't think
League,
because you get Premier League wages, and those you're right. So those are the 4 big
guys right there. People are saying now. People are saying near preseason. I agree with that. Closer to preseason, I am gonna freak the hell out. Right now, I'm calm. This is me calm. I know. God help us.
I don't want to see you feel like.
And then June, if you want to see me lose my shit, just go check my TikTok. I literally lost my shit. This is me a little bit more calm. Cam, bro, it's a closed show, but if you really want to come on, I'll send you guys the link. But I can't have everyone come on. So sorry, Thomas. Sorry, M. Sorry, Sean. I can't have you guys come on. But Cam, if you really want to come on, I'll send you the link. But you have to have your camera on also. What are we saying? Igal, don't lose. What don't you have? All these players don't have them. Yeah, we don't have them. You technically don't lose what you don't have. We're gonna talk about Nkunku after, guys. Right now, let's just get this first half of the video has just been strictly Tottenham. Are Tottenham scary? I'm not scared of Tottenham. I'm just scared of the fact that we are not doing our business our way. I'm worried about us having issues. I'm worried about comparing ourselves to our direct rivals, looking across the road and seeing Perisic, seeing Fraser Foster, seeing Spence, seeing what do you call it? This guy now, Bissouma, and possibly them getting a winger. Kulusevski already coming back.
I'm hearing the link to Lautaro Martinez, bro. I'm not saying that will happen, but
Cam, what are you saying, bro? You came on. You're ready.
Hey, listen, yeah. Listen, today I put my fucking foot down for this fan base, bro. I don't want to hear this. Oh, the transfer window's only just open. Oh no, but I don't give a flying toss about Bissouma going Spurs. That I don't care about. Yeah, what I care about is the same shit I'm gonna see again
for
the last 15 years with this incompetence of a fucking manager, owner.
Do me a favor, put that away, bro. Put that off camera.
It's a cigarette, man. Don't worry about these lot, man. It's a cigarette, man. You won't need to come on camera. It's a fucking cigarette. It is what it is, isn't it? No, but for real though, listen, I'm not worried about Bissouma going Spurs, innit? I'm not even worried about Conte at Spurs. That's the real truth. I'm not worried about what the thing is, yeah. The reason why I'm so upset today is I don't want to hear it anymore. The tides have turned in North London. We are no longer that club anymore. We're no longer that club anymore.
What do you mean no longer that club? What do you mean? Elaborate.
These lot would rather go Spurs.
No.
Then yeah. I'm telling you right now, they'd rather go Spurs than
Cam, that's not what's going on in the Bissouma situation. And that's
I'm not talking. No. Like I said, I'm not talking about Bissouma in particular.
So whose lot are you talking about, bro? Which
I'm
one
telling
player?
You, the tides are turning right now. The tides are turning, bro. The tides are turning. Whether we like it or not, the tides are turning big time. And the fact that Spurs are showing this ambition already, this early, and once again we're taking that laid back. You know what? Let's chill. You know, let me be a do and do my barbecues in Portugal again, and you know, let me do this and that and lay back and miss out on this target. But I'll get this target. It's all right because no one else is looking for him, so we easily gonna get him. That's fine. But I can't get him anymore because now Chelsea want him, or now Man United want him, or whoever want him. That's what it's been with Arsenal for the last 15 years. 15 years.
Mm-hmm.
Not this season. 15 years.
I feel his pain, man. I feel it.
I understand that because I do agree with Cam is that Spurs are showing more ambition than what we've shown ever as a club. That's a fact.
That's where
in the last 15 years, when I say ever.
That's where my energy. That's where my energy is. But yo, Brendan, you're here. Just unmute. I'm just gonna unmute you. Go ahead, bro. You got a lot of background noise, so I can't have.
Yeah,
you.
Sorry, bro. I'm at work, mate. I'm at work, so
go ahead.
You know,
go ahead.
what
Tell me what you gotta say, man.
Why is anybody surprised?
Sorry, bro. Let me just read this super chat quickly, and then we'll come back to you quickly. People, thank you for the super chats. I can see here we got Gio in the house saying Tereak must be on Conky's payroll. All the PR he is speaking. Yes, deal is super cheap, and keep up the fire content. Big up to you, Gio. You already know what it is. Really do appreciate it, my guy. Go ahead, True Gunnar. What are you saying, man?
Why is anybody surprised? Firstly, Bissouma's not Brazilian, so why are we going to be going for him? Edu only knows how to sign Brazilians. Secondly, yeah. Is that Cam?
Yeah, sorry, man. When you said it, I just said, and also this fucking Brazilian thing, innit?
Secondly, we're run by incompetent clowns. What do you expect? We always knew this was coming at some point. My biggest question, though, is we've had a plan since January. That's what we was told when we missed out on Vlahovic, even though that apparently never even came to anything anyway, because he didn't even know he was interested in them. But let's put that to one side. We was told by Mikel Arteta, by the board, by Edu, at the end of the January transfer window, we didn't get our target because we've got a plan in the summer. So if we've got a plan since January, why have we not got any of our targets in yet? Why?
Brendan's spitting. He's spitting bars.
Tell him. If we're interested in Tielemans, why is he not an Arsenal player yet? It's an easy deal to get done. Do you know what I mean? It is absolute incompetence from the top all the way down. And this is why, and I know what, I know what you say about Mikel Arteta and, this, that and the other. This is why I don't trust the process, because Mikel Arteta is not a good enough manager to get the best out of the players that he is getting provided, right? What makes no sense to me is they've backed this guy with £250 million. Why have they stopped backing him now? If he's their man, if he's their man, and he's the solution to our problem, according to the Cronkies, why have they backed him with £250 million, and all of a sudden they've stopped now? When we could get hold of a player of Bissouma's, hang on again. When we can get hold of a player of Bissouma's caliber, who's played over 100 Premier League games, who a hell of a lot of teams are interested in, for a measly £25 million, knowing full well that we have a Thomas Partey, who is very injury prone, who is also 29 this year. Do you know what I mean? It's a simple deal to get done. He has 1 year on his contract, and Arsenal are like, fuck this. We're just going to chill. We'll chill. And then when the fans finally wake up and start kicking off a little bit, maybe we might buy a couple of players just to appease the fan base, because we already know that's coming.
Like every season.
Guys,
15 years.
Groundhog Day, man.
Let me tell you guys this. There's a lot of things that people are saying in the comment section that we need to look at. We got people saying History FC. We got people saying Nunes. We were linked to Nunes. He went to Liverpool. We were linked to Gabriel Jesus right now. He could go somewhere else. We're linked to Raphinha today. If you guys don't know, he's heavily linked to top 1 tier journalists in England are saying Raphinha is now linked to Tottenham. Apparently, Richarlison was linked to Tottenham. Imagine these guys go get Richarlison, Raphinha, and Kulusevski in the summer when we're still. Oh my God. Okay, people are talking about Edu. Let's talk about this conversation. Who is to blame? Is it Edu?
Edu's all of them. They're all to blame, bro. They're all to blame.
People higher than Edu.
My question is, this is my energy. My energy is going to the people at the top.
Yeah.
You are Tottenham Football Club. You hire Paratici, you hire Antonio Conte. We are Arsenal Football Club, much bigger organization, much more money, much more prestige. And we have Edu as our director, who has no experience at the top level when it comes to that.
Looking like Casper.
Personally, I am not going to hold Arteta accountable for the transfer window, because the transfer window just started. He clearly, with articles coming out that he's upset, which I don't believe, and the fact that he's always said we need to get more business done, I am not holding this on Arteta. The transfers have been already signed off by the ownership. Why are they not done?
Just real quickly, Adele. Just real quickly. This is where I think differently to you, mate. Right? To me, it's not about the Cronkies. It's not about Edu. It's not about Arteta even. It's about the fan base. That's the problem. That's the overall problem to me, right? Because we know that Kroenke has been a problem for years. He's been a problem under when we had arguably our greatest manager of our history in Arsene Wenger. You know, not providing him the funds, not giving him the players that he needs. All of a sudden, this is where my blame for the fan base comes, because it is so easy to appease the fan base. All we literally look at it, right? £72 million Nicola Pepe comes in. All of a sudden, the transfer window's gone from an absolute dead and buried transfer window to all the fans are happy again now because we just spent £72 million on one player. The problem for me is a lot of fans are going to start causing a bit of uproar now because of what's happened, right? And because we're not getting our transfer targets in as of yet. Then we're going to see the same thing again. You know, Arsenal will go out, they'll go, oh dear, the fans are a little bit upset. Maybe we need to go and spend a little bit of money. Maybe we need to do something to appease them. And then the fans will all of a sudden be happy again. You know, we've got to learn as a fan base that no matter what happens in the transfer windows, Stan and Josh Kroenke are never going to be good owners for Arsenal. Yeah, they're never going to put the correct people in charge of the football inside of the club. They're always going to try and do things the easy way, the cheapest way, the way that they think. You know, look at
Brandon,
Arsenal
you're
as a
stating
club, mate.
facts right now because you know what's so
Nothing.
mad, yeah?
Nothing
Let
about Arsenal
me just stop you guys right there for a second.
is world class, apart from the PR. That is it.
Let me stop you there for a second.
Fabrizio
Romano 5 days ago said our priority is Tielemans. You feel like if we would have had the Tielemans deal already done and dusted, this would be a little bit more.
But is Tielemans a better player than Bissouma? No,
different player.
Different player.
I know you.
Different
I know
player.
you watch ball, bro. I know.
Different
Bro,
player.
we get
but
both
look,
of them for 50 million. Both of them cost 50
One
million
second, guys.
together, bro.
Exactly. This is the thing. We needed both.
Sam wanted to say something before we go. Sam, what are you gonna say?
Listen, I woke up today, bro. Just came out my A-level exam hall. Turn on my phone. The moment I woke out the exam hall, and what do I see? It's Arsenal fans having a panic attack, bro. I'm off socials for 2.5 hours, and is this what Arsenal fans has come to, bro? Last time I checked, it's June 14th, not August 14th. You know, there's still a long way to go in the transfer window. But one thing I'll say is, Bissouma was the easiest transfer that Arsenal could have done in their history. It's a fact.
Yeah.
I think negotiations, we can throw 60 grand a week, 70 grand a week at the guy. He'll come to Arsenal. If Nketiah is 100 grand a week, give Bissouma 70 grand a week, he'll take that in a heartbeat. He has said himself, I think, when during the season, he said, "Oh yeah, I promised Arsenal fans that we'll beat Tottenham for you." This guy's an Arsenal fan through and through, and then Tottenham have taken another Arsenal fan off our hands. You know, we're first with Doherty, but even then, it's
and then
Doherty.
Harry Kane.
But Bissouma, man, for how many years Arsenal fans have been going on about this Bissouma guy, Bissouma this, Bissouma that? It's been like 5 years, and we failed. Listen, I know Arsenal fans are having a panic attack, but Tottenham are in for Raphinha now as well. It's down to us and Raphinha, us and Tottenham for Raphinha, and F knows what's going to happen for that. Because he's amazing.
We're not. It's not that serious about Raphinha though, from Arsenal's perspective. I can tell you that for facts.
To be honest,
I'm sorry to jump in as well, guys, because honestly I've got to go back to work, right? But this is the last thing I'm going to say. A lot of games, a lot of football matches are won and lost in the midfield. Yeah, everybody agree? I would say that with Tottenham's 2 signings, including the one that they made in January, they've got a better midfield than us right now, as things stand. Because we've got Thomas Partey, good player, yeah. Granit Xhaka, don't rate the guy, right? Never have done. They've now got Bissouma. They've now got what's the other fella's name? The one they signed in January. That's it, Bentancur. They've got Højbjerg as well. That's a stronger midfield than what we've got. So we need to start worrying about, you know, what we're going to do in that area, I think. But listen, guys, I've got to go. Big up Gal and the rest of the panel as well.
And can I say this? For
just one more thing, bro. Cam, thanks for coming on, bro. Appreciate it, bro. I'm just gonna small down the panel. Go ahead.
I say this? So, and this is to all Arsenal fans with the frustration why we're taking long on certain players like Jesus and Tielemans. Do you know what the reason is? The big reason is because we don't have Champions League football. And what Tottenham can offer and why they can get deals done quickly is because they already know what's available for them if they go to Tottenham right now. You've got Conte there, Champions League football, playing with world-class players, playing in the Premier League, London, like my brother Niger Englishman said, yeah. And with Arsenal, with the players that we're interested in, are Champions League level players in Yuri Tielemans and Gabriel Jesus, who are attracting interest from Champions League clubs as well. They know that Chelsea are sniffing around. Real Madrid were sniffing around Tielemans as well. That seems to have died down. Now, that's when maybe we can see the transfers progress. That's the big thing.
Last time.
Exactly. And that's a big reason. And that's why. And do you know what the maddest thing is? Was when Arsenal fans at the end of last season, if we get top four, it don't mean nothing anyway. But we knew the importance of top four, and that's why we were gutted. That's why Gal could barely speak after that Newcastle game, because we knew the long-term effect that it would have. And that's what we have to look at in that way. We're trying to go Champions League level players without Champions League football. It's hard.
Let me just stop everybody there. Do me a favor, guys. We got too many freeloaders in the chat. Too many freeloaders in the chat. My boy Hugh Wizzy would have said you guys are frauds. You need to like the goddamn video. It's absolutely free. We got 200 people in the chat, and we got less than 50 of you guys actually liking the video. Actually, I lied. We got about 60 of you guys liking the video. Right now, if everyone takes an absolute 1 second and just like the video, we'll be over 100 likes in 2 seconds. Come on, people. Hit that like button. And honestly, it's pissing me off that Tottenham are strengthening so much. But you know what's even more pissing me off? We are linked to today a quality player. Absolutely would love to sign this guy. He's an absolute beast of an attacker. He would come into our team and be an amazing option for us. He would start for us week in, week out. Supposedly, rumors have it, Arsenal are prepared to break the bank, guys, on Christopher Nkunku. But my question is, can we actually believe Christopher Nkunku would come to Arsenal right now? He's currently at RB Leipzig. He has Liverpool after him. He has Manchester United after him. He had all these other clubs after him. He's killing over there in Germany. They just gave him a new contract. Why would he leave? Why would he leave Arsenal?
Can I tell you why we even got this story, Ego? The reason this story is even out is because City have just signed Haaland. Liverpool just signed Nunez, and they need a new story to kind of please the fans. So, like, you know what? Let's pretend that we're going to offer 100 million for Nkunku. And then there's going to be a section of our fan base that's going to roll it up and then get behind it. And it's going to get all the way to the final and they'll be like, we missed out on him. And then we'll sign like a Ivan Toney or something in return. Like, bro, I'm stressed because for me, this transfer window now can only be a success if we buy 2 out of these 3 names. If we buy 2 of them, we're good. I'm calm. I'm not even looking at anyone else. If we buy out of these 3 names, I'm going to give Jesus, Osimhen, and Gnabry. We get 2 out of those 3, we're good. If we only get 1, we're not getting top 4 next season, guys.
Hey, Nigel, man, don't watch football next season, bro. We ain't getting 2 out of them 3.
Sorry, Tereak. Let me just bring this article up. This makes no sense. PSG and Arsenal in the same sentence for a £100 million player.
Why did they do this to our fan base? All these fake stories, bro. This never happening, bro. He's dragged RB Leipzig back into the Champions League.
The source, by the way, is TBR Football. So
yeah, they're playing with us. They're playing with our emotions, bro.
The source is the Independent. The Independent, are they reliable? They're a good journal. They're a good publication, but are they reliable?
No, not really. No.
Chief football writer for the Independent, Miguel Delaney. He's a Man United reporter.
Bro, there's a story with Arsenal and willing to pay 100 million, and you're asking me if it's real. Come on, bro.
Nah.
It's not. That answers everything for me. Arsenal and 100 million willing to pay. That doesn't go in one sentence, bro.
We're talking about a player who's attracted like some of the best clubs in the world attention. And they're probably making moves to sign him for next season already from now. these top clubs because that's what the best clubs in the world do. You don't think they're just Man City saw in January Haaland's contract's running down, we'll tap him up from then. No. They've probably been tapping this kid up since Borussia Dortmund signed him.
And bro, if we would pay 100 M for Nkuku, why would we offer allegedly 51 million for Osimhen if we have 100 million that we're willing to pay for a striker? Osimhen comes to us like that. Personal terms are going to be the easiest thing ever. If we really got money to spend, personal terms are easy. He's an Arsenal fan. Nigerians love London, and you know what I'm saying? Like, so it's an easy thing to do.
Okay, can I tell you something, bro? I'm gonna break your heart right now. The Victor Osimhen stories are BS. Do you want to know why?
I know they are.
Oh, you know that. You already know this. Okay, let me tell you how I know this, right? Do you know what today's report is? Today's report is from all the major sources. This is the Victor Osimhen reports today. Let me just show you guys. These are the Victor Osimhen reports today. Victor Osimhen for 51 million, right? Now, that would make sense if they didn't already link him to us for a supposed, what was it? Apparently, we had 80 million pounds bid. Remember? Do you remember that? Do you remember we had an 80 million
something like that? Apparently.
So you mean to tell me we bid 80 million pounds for a player, and now we're supposedly what?
51 mil, like
what?
There's no substance, man.
The stories for Victor Osimhen contradict themselves. Look at this. This is it. I found it, guys. Tereak, talk to me, man, because I this doesn't make sense. So 1 second it's saying 86 million down price tag, where we got a bid rejected that we're too short. This is a day ago, but then a couple weeks back we had a larger bid. We had a larger bid that we were supposedly submitted.
No,
it was so we had an 80 million pound bid rejected. Now we had a 50 million pound bid rejected. Doesn't it work the other way around? Exactly
that, and that just kind of goes to show most of the things that we read is trash, and it's total nonsense. So that's what we need to look at the facts, and when the players holding up the shirt signed, etc., the announcements have been made, that's when we should take it for. Because even this Bissouma thing, it looks like it's close to being done, but if you're a Spurs fan, wait until that shirt's being held, because you don't know what tomorrow may bring in football.
Tarek, has it come up on the yellow bar on Sky Sports?
By the way, I found it.
Until then, I'm not interested.
I found it. For anybody who thinks I'm lying, mega 76 million pound transfer bid rejected by Napoli. now you want me to believe that we had a 51 million pound bid rejected the other day after we bid on May 21st 76 million.
Everything
what's true and what's not true?
There's too many media outlets and social media outlets now. Like, I remember back in the day with just teletext and freaking that was the times where you could get one source, information from one source. There's too many sources now. And our fan base is so volatile that any sprinkle of news, they jump on it and skip on it and do backflips all over it. And that just seems to be the trend. And the media love it. We're the best fans to pretend like to throw rumors at, because we're gonna make sure every rumor grows. We're not gonna just say, that's bullshit.
Do you know what though? That's the problem. You know what? Every fan base is like that though.
No. Liverpool fans are not like that.
No, come on, man.
We're next level, Tereak, though, man.
Nah, we feel that because we are fans of those clubs. Trust me, I can guarantee. When Liverpool were going through their Jay Spearing, Paul Konchesky era, they were dreaming the same way we were. Yeah, when they've got. That's what they would do.
But there wasn't this amount of outlets them times there, bro. Like, everything, Snapchat, Insta, Twitter, TikTok, there's a story on all of them, bro.
The best way to know is look at Manchester United when they signed their players last season. Remember that. Come on. Remember that. Remember the title talk we was hearing, etc., etc. And they thought, we're back, United, Remember that, people. That's how fans react, because we are emotional and we have that emotional connection with our club. Whether it's hatred in a way for the club, in terms of how they've disappointed us over the last few years, why people get branded the negative fans and those things, or with just some people are deluded because they just want to see the club get there so much they tell a lie to make it so that they believe it. That's
maybe,
it.
But Tereak, for me, I've come to the conclusion. This might be a bit mad for me as a fan, especially when it comes to the transfer window. unless I see it on the yellow bar on Sky Sports News. I don't believe any of it. I see stories every day until I see Sky Sports News, breaking news, we're signing, we're negotiating, we're something. Unless I see that, I'm not taking anything. All of it is stories because I've
all those tier one, you know them tier one journalists. They're the new yellow bar. You got the post notifications on for them. You know what I'm
tier
talking
one.
about, people.
Yeah. 100.
You know what, Victor Osimhen to Arsenal, in my opinion, is never going to happen.
No, I don't think he will. I don't think.
And that's probably because of Napoli more than anything. But I'm just saying, if they're trying to make us believe that we got 100, that's what I'm saying. All these rumors and this, like, they don't add up and make sense. If they're gonna try and make us believe we got 100 mil to spend on Nkunku, then why are we apparently bidding 51 mil, then 71 mil for Osimhen, and we're struck? Like, make it all make sense, man. That's why, I want Osimhen at Arsenal, but I know we're not gonna pay the money that Napoli want for it. So I'd love them to just dead the story so I can stop having a little sprinkling of hope that it might happen. Big up Osimhen, 4 goals yesterday, 2 assists for Nigeria. Big up Super.
Was that against Sao Tome?
It was an AFCON qualifier. That's all I can tell you.
Apparently you don't speak about those things. Anyways, so simply put, Victor Osimhen to Arsenal rumors do not make sense. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to break the hearts of people on social media, and they're going to call me an asshole because that is the truth. Victor Osimhen is not joining Arsenal, guys.
Yeah.
I don't even want him, in my opinion.
What? Whoa.
I don't even want him personally because of the price tag that is unrealistic. The club is not going to pay that
just
money.
Because of the price tag, Abby.
You talk to a Nigerian Englishman.
I personally, I'm not going to lie to you. I haven't even been able to look at him as a player because of the price tag. Is that fair?
Yeah,
is that fair to say?
Yeah.
I'm not going to get my hopes up. And similar to Christopher Nkunku, I don't think it's realistic. I put it on the title to show you guys Arsenal are prepared supposedly to spend 100+ million on one player. I think that's I don't think that's realistic. I think the club has 50 million away to spend on a striker. That's it.
And that's Gabriel Jesus by the looks of it.
So wait, if we sign Jesus and re-sign Nketiah, that means that we're only signing one striker, right?
Yeah.
And then does that mean we're going to sign a winger then to compensate that?
I think we will if Pepe leaves. That's what I think will eventually happen.
Well, listen to this one. What about the rumors to?
It's not gonna happen.
Alex, I pray every day. I pray every day for that to happen. But if Arteta does it,
it's not going to happen. But it's football. Hey, we were talking about this with Partey, remember? But I don't think it's going to happen. But football, things work out, especially in a transfer window, because there's a merry-go-round. I'm sure you've seen it before. Remember when we signed Aubameyang in January, but we had to wait for Chelsea to sell Batshuayi, and we had to sell Giroud to Chelsea.
Yeah, all of that.
When we signed Ozil, we had to wait for Bale to sign for Real Madrid so we could get Ozil. That happens all the time in football, people. That's why I'm being patient, Pete. That's why.
I want to believe that Gnabry's for example, if I became a footballer, I'd won a Champions League, Bundesligas, and then the team I supported as a boy comes in for me.
Yeah,
bro, I'm good. Whether they're Champions League or not, I'm thinking I could get them back in the Champions League. I could go there and win the league title with my boyhood club. That's how I would think. I just hope there's still players out there that think this way. Do you get what I'm saying?
And for this Gabriel Jesus thing, before I let you go on a bit further, is watch what you know how social media and the media will try and spin this. Arsenal signed Jesus off the back of Yves Bissouma to try and appease us fans. No. Arsenal, if we do get Jesus in the coming days, weeks, whatever, it's because we had to wait for that Haaland piece to move first and create that gap for us. That's how the transfer business works. That's how deals work.
Tereak, your voice is just so calming. You're trying to trick me in.
I ain't tricking you, bro.
I'm not getting. Hey.
I'm like a salesman.
Literally trying to draw me in, bro.
You know what? I'm just gonna say this. Someone said we don't need Granit Xhaka Part 2.
What's it about?
Who's that in regards to?
I'm confused. Remember, Chelsea rejected the Willian deal, and then under our noses, Spurs. Yeah, we should have moved the same way for Bissouma. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Bissouma. Oh, he's saying go and get Bissouma right now.
Yeah.
Do you know how much of a move that would be right now, Miguel? Do you know how much the whole fan base would do a madness if they came in last minute? Bruv, that's the way. If the Cronkies were smart, they will rattle up the fan base with that news. What? Everyone will be going nuts on social media.
Like Liverpool did to Luis Diaz. Remember, Luis Diaz was meant to be going Spurs.
I need to be a football owner because I'll be doing all sorts of chess moves like this, man. Jeez.
Oh man, that would be so good. But you know what? We have people in our club who, when they see Tottenham have signed a player, they don't think, oh, let's try to get a last minute swoop on that player. What they think is, oh shit. Anyways, we didn't need him.
We go, we go to plan. We always go to plan, and that's also a criticism. Do you know, like when you can say if you're sticking to plan, that's a good thing generally thought. But if you completely stick to your plan, and you don't take opportunities, like in January, for instance, then you can fall away because Spurs did the absolute opposite. They didn't stick to plan. They ripped it up and then let's go now. Let's change it. We're not going to go for this long-term thing now. We've got world-class players. We'll lose them if we don't build the right way. Let's try and go now. We'll see. The proof will be in the pudding for Spurs later on, not now.
You know what? I was going to do a second show today, guys, to do call-in shows. So if you guys are about, let me know. Or anything, we definitely do that. Right now, we have so much people trying to call in. We got Tommy trying to call in. We got M trying to call in. We got Sean trying to call in. I'm sorry, guys.
Everyone is rattled. Everybody.
Yeah, we need to calm down because this is absolutely gonna lose. We're gonna lose our mind. But if you guys want, throw some questions in the chat and we can answer those questions. That would help. Appreciate y'all. Keep the content going. Evening. I'm a Spurs fan. You know what? Even Spurs fans are here. You gotta understand. They're here to laugh. They're here to enjoy themselves. Understand. We respect the player. The player is a really good player, and everyone would have wanted him. Chelsea fans wanted him. You got Arsenal fans wanting him. You got Man United fans wanting him. All these other clubs want him. It's not just Arsenal.
Nope.
You know what? Arsenal is going to be the stick that people are going to beat because we were so heavily linked to him. Because the player was twerking for us. It's just what it is. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. What are you guys saying? Because in my opinion, when can we finally move on from this signing? Because we're gonna until he's put in the Arsenal, until he's put in the Spurs kit, people are still gonna complain.
Yeah, exactly that. It's true. That's just the nature of the beast in football, and with how the mood has been set throughout the club from not just last season, it's not just for the past for years and years. And another way to give you hope, Miguel, even throughout this transfer window, a Niger Englishman. Remember the outrage we had at the end of last season's window, and yes, some people may not regard these players as great or as good, whatnot. You know, Ben White in particular. But we had a massive improvement, and we improved more than a lot of people expected. Not saying that's the level we should be at, but we certainly improved further than I thought we would have. A lot of people thought we'd have regressed with those signings.
You know what, guys? We need to talk about what you just said. Has Arsenal ruined people's mental state when it comes to how they analyze football? Because if a player is linked to Arsenal, he must be bad or he must have no ambition. But if a player is linked to Tottenham, he's so ambitious and he sees Conte's picture. What is it? Like, 1 second, let me just remove myself. You guys speak about it for a second. I just got to do something.
What do you think, Nigerian Englishman? Because I feel like that's a lot of that is to do with managers. Because I think we put so much on players joining clubs for a lot of reasons because of a manager. I think for these a lot of cases, you know, with Conte, because he's elite and he's world class, he will attract players that people like Perisic. I don't think he'd have been too interested in Spurs if Conte wasn't there.
I just want to come breaking news, but they don't worry. Liverpool submitted a 60 million euro offer for Raphinha, but Raphinha and his agent Deco, that you remember Deco, have rejected the offer from Liverpool. So now we've got even more competition for Raphinha.
I don't mind. Like if there's any player I don't mind missing out on this window is Raphinha. I don't think he's a bad player. I actually don't mind missing out on him. If anyone, like I want us to go all out for man like Gnabry, but that's a different conversation. Isn't it? But what you said in terms of, I think the manager definitely has a massive pull when it comes, especially in scenarios where the team is not maybe in the Champions League already, or they've just had one bad year. If there's a good manager there, they'll think
elite though. Only if it's elite manager.
Of course. Yeah. Only if elite, but it's only the elite managers that get those big jobs that we're comparing it to, really. So you're right in a way, but the fact that there's not one player that would say, "Ooh, coming to play for Mikel Arteta is going to be a blah blah blah." There's no player saying that yet. He needs, obviously, I'd love for him to get a little bit more in his CV, or like where people can say he's done this with this player, done that with that player. People like to talk about the Sterling and the Sane thing, but
it is Jesus wants to play for Arteta, apparently.
Oh, he signed for us, yeah?
Nah.
When I hear the interview and he says that, then I'll be like, okay, Tarek was right. When I hear that interview.
So Ben Jacobs reported that Raheem Sterling is available on the Football Terrace, but it's going to cost 60 million euros, and also only willing to pay 45 million pounds for Raheem Sterling. That's what's being reported.
There's no point enough.
You get 15 million for a world-class winger. Like, you got come on, man.
Let me tell you something. Yesterday, I got so jarred. I was watching a show, and they were talking about West Ham, Jared Bowen to Arsenal, right? And their theory was Jared Bowen would never leave West Ham for Arsenal, right? And even if he did leave West Ham, he would go to a bigger club than Arsenal. And but earlier they were talking about Bukayo Saka to City, and they were saying Bukayo Saka would run at the chance to leave Arsenal because a player like Bukayo Saka should never stay at a club like Arsenal. He should be looking at the next step.
Who said that?
You tell me, is it me, or has the Arsenal tax ruined people's mental state when it comes to discussing football? Because I have an issue with this. It's no longer about Arsenal agenda. You actually have hate in your heart for Arsenal to the point where you can't even think logically. Guys, tell me, is it safe to say in one breath Bowen would never come to Arsenal because West Ham and Arsenal are the same level, but Saka should leave Arsenal because Arsenal's so bad?
Can I say something? Because if it's a Man United fan chatting about this, they have no right to talk about this shit. You're in no position to talk about this.
It's not a Man United fan, actually. It was a West Ham fan.
Even what the hell was he on about when you finished in top 6 once in the last 50 years? No trophies in 70 years. And
let's have a serious conversation. Is there a problem where people actually now, with chest, are just saying Arsenal's a shit club, they're a small club?
Should I tell you what it is? Egal, what's happened is everything that's happening now started. The seed was first planted when we became the only club to be invincible. That put a target on our back where people just wanted to love to see us fail, innit? So that started to keep building in the media where it then became, it's really cool to troll Arsenal. And then if you see it, every single club, they really enjoy trolling us, like disrespecting us, like we're still not the third most successful club in English football. Do you know what I'm saying? Those are the actual facts. I'm not trying to big myself up. What they'll next do, what in the comment section, they'll now type, History FC. That's what they're going to do. I'll probably see someone in the comments type that at some point. But history is there for a reason. That's why the stature of the club is the stature of the club, because of what we've done over the years. Because of the way social media is designed, there's so much recency bias where people's minds are just clouded by this. Like there's certain fans of football right now, they don't even know who the Invincibles are. And that's because it was a while ago. There's people that might not even been watching football them times. We have a lot of new fans, aka Man City fans, Roman Abramovich, Chelsea fans. They come in and their understanding of football is a little bit flawed as well, because all they saw was a sugar daddy spending money here, there, and everywhere, or the oil and gas people, the people with oil money flashing cash over there. So their understanding of football is different to people that actually care about back in the day, paying homage to the legacy of what happened before.
Nigel, but can I just say, this is like, You know the English media, right? You know how they treat Raheem Sterling racism. That I think I've looked at it. I don't want to go controversial, but I looked deeper at this, right? I saw something, right? Arsenal were like the first team to field 9 black players in history, right? And you know the history of the English media, right? Where what they done with Raheem Sterling, all these players. It's more than that. You have to look at a deeper context why they hate Arsenal. That could be one of the reasons, because we've always been a club that we've always been a club that has worked for the community. In North London community, we're
Diverse.
the only club in London that's welcomed everyone with open arms.
Yeah.
And the English media resents that. That's why I believe.
I remember the All Blacks, the back four, first black back four, bro. The All Blacks, invincible
Don't forget,
they were.
Arsene Wenger also fielded out the first non-English with 11 without an English player.
That didn't help us.
No, but now it's gotten to, guys, I get banter. I fully understand banter. But to sit there and say Leicester, West Ham, and start putting Wolves. Last year, people were putting Aston Villa.
Oh no, exactly.
Like,
bro,
when do you stop?
Bro, you don't listen. That's why I don't listen to people like this. From when people were telling me Leicester should replace us in the Big Six, that means you've been watching football for 7 years or something. That's what it tells me. Like, I can't even listen to anything you're saying.
You know what our response should be? Like, listen, we had this talk last season. Or Aston Villa's a pass, or some Leeds United.
Let's say you don't help yourself, bro. I might say come outside, Tottenham, but I don't say Tottenham are a smaller club than Huddersfield, because Huddersfield have more league titles than you.
Exactly, bro. That's it, man. We try and say football's about trophies, but then if we say, oh, I don't care about top 4, I don't care if we finish top 4, I want the big trophies, but we say West Ham and that are bigger than us because they finish above us and not get top 4. Come on, man. Tottenham, you can still say that because they got nil points in their name in that trophy cabinet. Nil points. Until I see trophies in there, now, come outside, Tottenham.
I lie. But Sean said something in the comments. Sean said banter is banter. It's football for you. I get there's a difference between banter and hate, bro. I get the banter thing, and we give as good as we get. But when it's stupidness like Bowen wouldn't go to a smaller team like Arsenal. Like, what are you talking about, bro? Like, what are you talking about? It doesn't even make logical sense. That is an upgrade. No matter even if West Ham finish above us for the next 3 seasons, it's still an upgrade coming to Arsenal, because putting on an Arsenal shirt holds more weight and more history than a West Ham shirt. So the pressure of putting on a West Ham shirt, you're like, oh, if I score 15 goals this season, I'll be a club legend.
I want to bring around the as well.
You do that at Arsenal, you're like just one of many.
I look like Chris Tucker. My man's saying I look like Chris Tucker. What?
No, man.
But no, he's a millionaire and he's a legend. So, boy, big up Chris Tucker, man.
Oh, can I say something? No, we said Marquinhos yesterday. You know how many likes I got on socials? 90k likes on Twitter, bro. 90k likes. Marquinhos got 90k likes on Twitter when we signed him. That's more than most of the clubs have in the Premier League, and he's nothing. I don't want to be rude, but come on, he's not like a backup player. Come on, for a backup again, 90k likes.
You guys tell me. I don't believe it. Do I look anything like him? No.
Not. He said Nigerian Englishman. He's gotta be saying Nigerian Englishman.
Put me on the screen and see if it's me, man. Let me put me on the screen, man.
He does still. Oh man.
You got knocked up out. That's what he said on Friday, right?
Oh, man. That is. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. We're gonna need to do a call-in show. People in the comment section, let me know when you want me to do a call-in show. Do you want me to do it today? Do you want me to do tomorrow? Also, I'm gonna be getting some big guests on over the next coming days. I'm gonna be getting lead judges on. I'm gonna be getting these wonderful folks on always.
I was gonna say, are we not big too?
Yeah, of course. I'm gonna be getting troops. I'm gonna be getting troops on some point this summer. I'm gonna be getting Livs on. Who else? I'm gonna try to get AFC Josh on to come on. And a couple James, I mean. Why did I say Josh? That was so rude. AFC James. I'm going to try to get Graham on. Graham, if you guys know Graham. Let me know who... Lee is actually coming on next week, Tuesday. Next week, Tuesday, we're going to be doing the show with Lee. But for now, we're just going to be discussing transfers. We're going to be talking. Today was not actually a transfer show. This was not a transfer show, ladies and gentlemen. We were just talking Arsenal. we couldn't do a transfer show today. There's no timestamps on this video. It was pure carnage. Okay, and I'll tell you the final thing. You can't say in one breath Arsenal is a finished club, and then in the other breath say you expected top 4. Right?
Real talk, bro. But they're not ready for that conversation, Egal. They're not ready.
Right? So let's pick and choose our battles. Do you want to be realistic about the situation at the club, or do you want to have an unrealistic expectations, but at the same time slander everything that's going on at the club? Which one is it?
Mm-hmm.
Because we have to meet somewhere in the middle. You can't say we're a finished club, but then expect us to sign Mbappe. Like I've seen people seeing Haaland and Nunes are signing for Man City. Why aren't we signing him for 50 million? No, we can't attract the player for 50 million. We don't have Champions League football. We don't have a top manager. We don't have these things. But yes, you want to sack Arteta. Okay, you can sack Arteta. Another manager comes in. Does that mean we're going to be better at attracting these players? If the board are still not making the moves, if the manager is not getting the approval from the owners to get these deals over the line, there's deeper issues that people don't want to discuss.
Exactly that. Exactly. Hit the nail on the head. And remember it, Gal? 10, 12, 15 years ago. Yeah. Oh, we don't want top 4 anymore. I'd rather take an FA Cup. And then we go and do that. And we win a trophy. FA Cup's not, and we're still finished. We can't make Champions League. Like, agendas will after agenda, I always say.
The worst thing is it's our own fans.
Oh, no.
It's our own fans. Like Nigerian Englishmen, you might be a little bit pessimistic, but you're not going to take it to the level to say, you know what, this team is shit, this team this, we're going to finish 15th. No.
Nah, never, man.
Like
They've broken my heart many times, but nah, not that far.
Exactly. Still smiling.
Yeah, exactly.
Guys, this has been Arsenal Therapy. If you guys want, I can run Arsenal Therapy for the next couple of days until we sign a player. Will we sign a player? Are you confident we're going to sign anybody?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
You got look at the calendar. What does it say? 14th of June, not 31st of August.
Yeah. Sam even said it would go bold. Yeah. If we don't.
No, not bold. I'm not taking it that far. I'm not taking it that far, but still.
If you're that confident, go on then.
No, but come on, man. I'll give a wager, right? I don't know what I'm gonna do, but trust me, we're gonna sign a player. It's guaranteed. Tielemans is done. Jesus is done. I'm confident. Why are people scared?
You're going too far now, Sam. You're going too far.
Okay.
I'm not scared.
Okay, we're gonna wrap it up here, guys. Big up to everyone in the comment section. We're about 4 or 5 likes away from getting to 100. Do me a favor. Let's just get this stream to 100 likes. If you guys could do me that one favor, it'd be really appreciated. Just get the stream to 100 likes. We're 13 away from getting to 100 likes. That'd be really appreciated. And you guys are actually disliking the video. What assholes. But yeah,
I'm sorry, Gal. I think it was my fault.
Tereak, what do you got to say before you go? Do you have a show coming up today?
No, not today, but I will be having a quiz coming up, like a football quiz in general. So if you want to come and join,
bro. When is the quiz?
Friday. Yeah, we're doing
Friday.
clubs
I'm
well.
working. After 10 o'clock, I might be on.
Oh, it might be before that, probably about 8
no
o'clock-ish. But yeah, we'll get it. Hey, Gal. Let's get a go on the channel, man. We're gonna.
You can't do it at the same time as Love Island. Rookie mistake, bro. No one's watching.
Yeah, real talk.
No one's
watching. It's 30 degrees out on Friday, man. Enjoy the sun.
That's why I said 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock. Love Island's 9 o'clock.
No,
8 o'clock. Love Island's on at 9.
Okay.
I don't know if you guys know the YouTuber North Side of London. I don't know if you've seen any of his posts. Arsenal got so bad for him that he's doing Love Island reviews now instead. Big up North Side of London, though. Come back to Arsenal, bro. We're here for you. We're here for you, man.
You know what? He'll probably get more views on.
Probably, yeah.
He'll get more diverse fans. But you know what's gonna suck? Next time he does an Arsenal video, no views.
yeah. True.
Where's Love Island?
Guys, I might do Love Island reviews, but no. We already have to deal with rivals calling Ben White or Love Island.
Exactly.
Tell me about it. Marbella Ben. Yeah.
What about you, bro? Do you have a show coming up?
I had a North London rival show yesterday with Deji Spurs from Paxton Road, but on Friday I've got 3 touches at 8 p.m. on my channel, so check it out.
Boom. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm not looking forward to Vibes from the 6. It's gonna be interesting with the boys.
Forget about that, man. Come on, we're Arsenal, bro. Who cares what they think?
No, but the thing is, whenever I'm on a show with rivals, I've realized I can't have an actual balanced conversation with rivals about Arsenal.
No, you can't.
You physically can't. It's impossible.
No, you can't. They're all for the banter, though, aren't they? You know what I mean? Like, if best thing to do with rivals, yeah, there's a Man United fan in there. You go straight at the Man United fan because they should have been signing in Bissouma as well. So those who live in glass houses shouldn't throw stones. Remember that, people.
There you go. Anyways, have yourselves a wonderful, wonderful day, guys. You already know what it is. Big up. What's the name of your channels? I will get the links for those right now for you. 1 second. Let me get that. So we got One Touch TV. If you guys for my guy, let me get these links out for you guys in the chat right now. Just before we go, I found Tereak's.
Yep. Tereak Talks.
Tereak Talks. That's the first one. First one's Tereak Talks right there, guys. Give it a follow right now. And then the second one is One Touch. One Touch. We're gonna get that in there. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna put those in the description also. Right. And you know what? I like you too. We need to have a regular panel on the channel. If you guys want to do a regular show thing, we can sort something out.
You know I'm down, Hugo. You know I'm down.
Me too. Always love to chat about.
You know what I noticed? You know what I noticed? When I bring people on, people get jealous. They're like, "Ega, bring me on." Today was a mad one.
I think I was getting a lot of people mad. That's why. That's probably what it was.
Yeah, they wanted to challenge you, Tereak, man. Some of the things you're coming out with.
If I'm making Nigerian Englishman mad, then everyone else is finished.
Mate, it's a madness. Big up, proud to be a Geordie, man.
There you go, people. The links are in the chat to everyone's descriptions. Obviously, I got the link tree for all my platforms. Samuel, have yourselves a wonderful day. Big up to Samuel. Big up to Tereak. Big up to Nigerian Englishman. Appreciate all you guys. Have you guys a wonderful day. And you guys got a new sub. Big up to that.
Hey.
Big up, proud to be a Geordie.